What's up, Nicole? Long time no see.
What's going on, man? What's going on? What I missed?
Nothing. Oh, nothing. I just started. It just went live. I'm still waiting for some people to jump in and everything. What's going on, Bronx? Good to see you,
What's going on, Bronx?
man. When I tell you, oh my gosh, it's crazy. So much stuff came out. The viewership numbers for Caitlin Clark came out for Sunday. They hit like 4.5, yeah, 4.5 viewership. And NBC president said, "Hey, we want more Caitlin Clark."
Oh, for real? Well, she's
Yeah.
going back in March. Are they bringing her back again?
Oh, he said the door is open for her to come back.
Oh, nice.
And like I said before, that I said I did a video earlier on it, and I
Mm.
said that when she's gonna be a regular on there in the all season, probably about two times, 2 or 3 times, like Jordan does. What's going on, retro? Um, it's crazy because the fact of the matter is that I said in the video, I said she's gonna get that Tom Brady deal. She's gonna get, and it ain't gonna be no 2 million. It's gonna be about $3, $4 million. She's gonna get that Tom Brady deal when it's all said and done.
She can't stand in between people, though. She's got to stand on the
Oh
end.
yeah, yeah. She needs some heels on. She needs some heels because
What's up,
Maria
Retro?
because Maria Taylor is she's five. No, she's
Mm.
6'2".
Yo, she
She's
had
6'6".
heels on.
Yeah, and she was like 6'3", 6'4", and
Oh, she
Caitlin's
looked like she was 7 foot.
I know, and I was like, dang, she's 6'2", and Caitlin's like 6 foot. I was like, I wonder what the heels gonna look like on her feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I was doing a little dabbling today and everything. Um, I was doing a little dabbling. It's great to see everyone and everything. So this is, me, Nicole, we teaming up, bring a little special live just to talk about some WNBA stuff, some stuff that's going on and everything. And Bronx says CC's about to take over the NBC. Yes, she is. I was like, that's crazy. I read the article today, and the president was like, he was gloating, boy. I was like, he was gloating
Yeah.
and everything. I was like, man, he's
I mean, that got more ratings than the game itself. No one stayed for the game.
yeah. And I think both of the games only drew 3.7.
Mm.
So that's crazy.
I
That's
tried to watch. It's just there was no one in the stands either.
Yeah, I haven't watched any game. I would glimpse some games here and there. I would glimpse a little bit, but um I think for me is that I have to like program myself back into the NBA because I took myself out of it because I was following the Bulls so much,
Yeah.
and then I saw some stuff that they did. They traded Kobe White today. I mean, it's just crazy. All these NBA trades is out of hand. They like out of hand. So, but yeah. So before we get ready to start, because we only got like Retro and Bronx in there. Marvin was in earlier, but he left, so I don't know if he's coming back.
Mm.
I don't know if everybody think that we
Well,
shouldn't get.
people, I mean, it is a work night.
Oh yeah, it is a work night. No updates on Giannis yet. No updates on him yet. But I'm sure they're gonna send him to the war. They're gonna send him to the Warriors. He's going to the Warriors. So don't even worry about that. And then this weekend is Super Bowl Sunday for y'all. The Patriots in Seattle, which I got the Patriots winning. So, and after they win, the Seattle Seahawks will be on the market to be sold, and they're looking like $7 to $8 billion. So
You
yeah,
know, Drake Mays, I think he's nursing an injury.
yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, he said he wanna. I think he'd be fine. They're gonna manage him. Brian.
It wouldn't hurt my feelings at all if they lose.
Oh, I'm sure you don't want them to win for all sense of purposes. So, but Drake May did say he wanted to team up with Caitlin Clark on some flag football after
Oh,
watching her
really?
after he watched her through.
I think Caitlin Clark can outpass him.
Hey, he got an arm. I seen him in college. He
So
got an
does she.
arm. Yeah, it's crazy. Man, it's just I we're gonna just go ahead and dive into the CBA talk real quick. Um about the union Do you have the do you want me to bring up what bring up that the what the WNBA proposed on the screen so everybody could get a good look at it?
Yeah, man,
Or
it's your show. Pull up whatever you want.
she said pull up everyone.
That's
I be I always be trying to be modest. I'm a very modest person. You know,
Retro
so.
said, "What can she do? I don't know. Probably cut hair."
Hey, she probably could cut hair,
Wow.
do
Mm,
nails, give
I
massages.
don't think I would let her anywhere near my head with scissors.
I mean, shoot, she probably could doggone. I would say, well, she can't pole vault, so she can't.
That's true.
She might could swim. Who knows? She
She
probably a
can
good swim.
probably swim.
Yeah, she
I don't
probably.
think she can shot put. I mean, you got to like
Yeah,
spin around and do all that.
yeah, that would be hilarious. Her
She can run though.
oh yeah, she definitely could run. Definitely could run. She but Caitlin Clark, she's just man, she's on everybody. I think, and the thing about it is, I think everybody they waited so long to see her, and it's like, and then in next month, she's getting prepared um for that
FIBA.
FIBA, so that's gonna be exciting too. So I'm looking forward to that. You know, depends on how fast I get my body back healed.
I
So
want to draw people's attention to what number was it? I think it was 30.
yeah, they're
34. I want everyone
34.
to draw your attention to 34. New treatment program. No, there was something about they can use marijuana.
That
They can
is,
essentially play
it's
high.
33.
Yeah, elimination of marijuana testing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
hey.
you imagine these WNPA players who can't make layups sober coming in
But
high as hell
we
trying to
already
make layups?
we already know how Brittany Griner get down. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Phil? And you know how she get down already and everything like that. And then Erica Wheeler, you can tell she down in Miami. She got easy access to everything. That's our hometown.
Wait, isn't
So
she OnlyFans now or something?
yeah, she partnered with OnlyFans, and you
So
got.
she has an OnlyFans account?
I don't know,
Oh
but
boy.
I'm not. I'm not
Oh.
even going. I'm not even going near that neighborhood. More power to her. And
Mhm.
then if you look at 34, it says new treatment program for marijuana and alcohol abuse. So this is my thing. How in the world? Thanks, Bad Phil. I appreciate it for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, this is my thing. If you eliminate the elimination of marijuana testing, how would you know are they abusing marijuana, have marijuana abuse? It just don't make sense.
No,
How
this
you gonna?
is self-reported. This is if people want treatment.
Yeah. So yeah, but they not gonna admit to wanting treatment. I was like, everything else on there, I like. Even 37 is funny. Free WNBA league pass. So that means we get to watch every WNBA for free. you know, well, I have to pay a subscription.
The
So
players, yeah.
that's crazy. So free league pass isn't a bad deal. I agree with you. I like that. They should do that for the fans. And shorter disqualification periods under anti-drug program. So they got, to me, I think everything here, even though 34 and 35, 33 through 35 is all questionable, everything else it stands out to where you are able to get what you want. Even the money, let me look for the money part on it too. You know what I'm saying? Even the money part, it has its it has its perks. You know what I'm saying? So why would you not want to sign a deal? I know Kelsey Mitchell's gonna get $1 million. They gonna pay Kelsey Mitchell. Fever gonna pay Kelsey Mitchell $1 million.
Caitlin Clark needs to be up there, man. She's the whole reason people are watching.
Yeah, because if you look right here, look what the money is for the average player salary, 120K. I mean,
Yeah,
and look what the rookies, the salaries for the rookies.
74, something
Yeah,
like that.
I mean, why can't be a significant bump in that for rookies to get more money? See, the thing about it is, Neka Umake agreed to that. The current CBA that they're in now, she agreed to that, and then they gave them certain stuff in there already, and then they didn't even meet half of the benchmarks that they were supposed to meet. See, this here, you still gonna have to hit certain benchmarks in it to be able to get the deal that you're looking for. To maximize the money or your salary that you really want. You know, and I think this is where the other one came in at. I think let me go back, if I'm mistaken. No, not that one. So uh, it was one that I was looking at. Let me go to this one right here. Substantially increase player salaries to reflect the recent and future growth model. And did you Oh, it was very interesting today because Breonna Stewart was on her podcast with Miles
I saw
Turner.
that.
Yeah, I'm about to pull that up because I think what she said was sometimes Breonna Stewart could play the fence too because
Mhm.
it's like good cop bad cop
She made it
situation.
seem like they're still not close and they're ready to not have a season.
Exactly. And then Sophie Cunningham say, "Oh well, I think we're gonna get a deal done, but this is this." But then Breonna Stewart did say something important: is that she's worried about if they strike. And this is where I say this is why some of the players in the union on Monday was divided because some of them worry if they strike. Breonna Stewart said that only 10 to 15 players in the league will be able to take care of themselves. The rest won't be able to take care of stuff.
Mhm.
And that's why I say, well, why would y'all propose a strike if you know this?
If there's
And
no season this year, this league is dead. It's dead. There's
yeah.
no coming back from it. This league's already on a lifeline. Already proved without Caitlin Clark playing, they're done. And if
Hmm.
there's no season, this league is done.
I think it's going to be a season.
That's
I
just
think
my
it's going to
opinion.
be,
I just don't
yeah.
think
I
the
mean, I don't think, I think they going to still have a season if they strike. I think they're going to have replacement players. They're not going to allow the
well, they're
season
going to
just
have
to
the
go.
rookies. The rookies are the only ones still under contract, I think.
Yeah, but they got players that didn't even make the team for the last two drafts, so they'll be able to bring them in. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Well, what
something
I'm saying
that,
is Caitlin Clark, AB, Lexi Hall, all those people within the last 4 years who have come into the league are still under contract.
yeah, the Angel Reese's,
Hmm.
the Cam Brinks, the Rakia Jacksons,
Exactly.
Sonia Citrons, and all of them. Yeah, but the only one's gonna be on the contract. But for them to bring other players in, like replacement players, it's gonna be players that didn't make the team, and they're gonna be able to offer them. They're gonna be able to offer them. I can't even find what I was looking for because I
Bronx
seen it
says
today.
unrivaled numbers are down, dude.
Oh
They
yeah,
they checked
44%.
they rolled in an NA last week's games. They didn't even show the numbers. They were below 20,000, so they had to put NA. They didn't even register.
Yeah, and I was like, that is crazy. I was like, and then they didn't even show the numbers for the last 2
The numbers
weeks.
came out.
No, the week before. I think the week before all of that. They didn't do that. They didn't do it.
Well,
And I
I
was like,
watched the
why?
game where Marina Mabry went off. That was actually a really good game.
But
I watched
that
that
was
game. It was
yeah,
Phantom versus Breeze. Yeah, it was
yeah,
Phantom
because they were
versus
so
Breeze.
close.
That was probably the best unrivaled game I've seen since this league started. That was actually a really entertaining game. I actually liked that game.
Oh yeah,
But
it
yeah,
was
Marina Mabry went off for like 40 something points that game, but that I have to admit that was an actual good game.
yeah. Retro said fringe. She ain't like Mary Bree, boy. She is a trip. She's a loose cannon, but
She's a
sure.
hooper, but
But
she
I
has
think, but
a crash out jar now.
yeah, she that's when they was actually they was in Philly when they went to Philly. Okay, yeah. Okay, here it goes. That's what I was looking for right here with her. So yeah, so I think it's pretty fortunate. I'm gonna play this clip with her real quick. So because I like her and Miles Turner little podcast. I think it's to me. I think everybody's just having too much podcast for me.
Everyone has a podcast now. They need to
Model.
focus
So
on playing
before it was like,
basketball.
Yeah,
we had like a hard cap and we had a
even
structure.
Rachel
And
Banham and Ari McDonald got a podcast for Unrivaled down there. I was like, come on. Let me go ahead and play this real quick.
for me, it's like this is the first time we're in a revenue shared model. So before it was like, we had like a hard cap and we had a structure and you could have 220 max and everything else kind of trickled down. Now we're gonna like really blow that out of the water, which is incredible. But I know, like personally, as WNBA players, it's like, well, we've signed however many CBA deals before, and we just don't want to get gypped. We don't want to feel like we're signing something and we're actually getting like screwed, because now we know how much you need us. We see the valuations between all the teams and all the things and the expansion fees, and it's like, no, there's a lot of money behind this, so like, don't forget to pay us too. So it's just really a back and forth battle.
Would you say y'all are prepared not to play this season? I know you want to, but would you say you're prepared not to play?
We've approved the strike authorization vote, which means that we're able to formally lock out whenever we want because we have majority of the players' votes behind us. I think that for me personally, like the closer it gets to WNBA season, we're prepared to do it, to not play, but we don't want to. We want to play because we know how important it is to be on the court for a number of reasons, for the people, for the fans, for the city. But it'll be something that's really tough if push comes to shove, because, like you said, you're comparing apples to oranges. The W and the NBA, like contracts are vastly different.
Very skewed, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, the top 10, maybe 15 players can survive without a W contract.
Right.
But the rest, it's like, no, you don't want to go that much without getting paid. I feel like the PA is doing a great job of making sure that we have like the amenities and the resources. And if we don't get what we want, we will sit out. But we don't want to do that.
Yo, I'm sorry. I've been trying to bite my tongue the whole time she's been talking. These women don't understand business.
Exactly, they don't.
Why am I so big on the screen?
I don't know why I disappeared.
Yo, what the heck? Hold on. Yeah, don't do me like that. Yo, so these women don't understand business. This is like saying, Marty, you're my employee of my business, right? I'm drawing in this much revenue after taxes. So revenue after taxes, right? So I'm drawing in this much revenue. You as my employee say, yo, you're bringing in this much revenue. I want revenue share. I want 15% of what you make. As my employee, you tell me as the owner of my business that you want 15% of my revenue. That's what these players are doing. These players are employees of the WNBA, and they're expecting revenue share throughout the whole league. Each team is owned by a separate owner, which is its own business. It's its own separate entity. They are not entitled to, she as a New York Liberty player is not entitled to what Indiana Fever brings in. Indiana Fever owners, that is their business. So these players don't understand business. One. Two, they're talking about the NBA contracts and the WNBA contracts. First off, the NBA owns, I don't know if they own 100% of their league, but they damn sure own more than a WNBA. The WNBA only owns like 34% of its own business. You have the other percentage owned by the NBA and various investors and owners,
Mhm.
and then you have 16% owned by private investors.
And
So their
and
revenue is cut less than in half. So they're asking for a percentage of a percentage of a percentage, and they're asking for a percentage of revenue in which they, as employees, are not entitled to. It just really is so frustrating because they don't understand basic business 101. I'm off my
exactly.
soapbox, sorry, but that pisses me off that they're
So
doing this and they're going to screw these players out who can't afford a living without the WNBA because these knuckleheads don't understand what the hell it is that they're doing.
exactly. Shout out to Retro, shout out to Just Juice, shout out to Bronx Kid, shout out to Top Gun, shout out to Nola in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. To your point, because I'll be, B Chef been, it's me. Sometimes I'll take some of his videos and put it in mine and whatever, but we kind of like be on the same page with, and like he said that just like you illustrated the percentage, like the NBA owners hold something, and then the W owners. But the thing about it is, the trick of it is, the W owners are still the NBA owners on some of the teams, so they is like double dipping into the percentage of what the WNBA portion is, and then the 16%, and then like they put out this thing a week ago talking about the W looking back to buy the 16% profit. How can you buy back something that you still already have you own anyway, a part of? That don't even make sense. I just think that these ladies, like, I understand Stewie part of trying to be the most level head, but she's still having conflict of interest because the thing about it is that she said, okay, well, we don't want to strike because some of these players can't afford it because only about 10 or 15 players in the league is going to be able to survive. So, okay, if you know this and you talking on your podcast and you know this, then you should be more for the players to say, hey, let's get a deal done so these players won't be asked out. The thing about it is you looking at your own pockets and trying to take from every other team, and it is unfeasible to do that. I just think that they think the WNBA is going to roll over for them, and I don't think the W is going to do that. I don't think they understand that. I said this many, many times before in all of my videos. The WNBA is prepared for a lockout or for a strike with these players, and these players don't understand it. Like she said at the end, she said, "Well, if we have to lock out, we have to lock out." But you got to think about it. You had a meeting on Monday, 40 players there. Half of y'all wasn't even getting along. Y'all couldn't even agree wholeheartedly because y'all divided on certain stuff. Then you have Fee and Kelsey Plum running through the airport like Home Alone or something, and and you can't. Then you said, "Oh, we can't make it there," but you had to be there through Zoom. And then you show a picture of you on the plane. It doesn't make sense. And then you had Alicia Clark and Aneka Umake said, well, there was no fracture in it. There was fracture because some of them players do not want to strike. And this is where she said early in this podcast, talk about that she had the majority of the vote of the players who willing to strike. No, you don't, because half of them players is not going to strike. You either have all or you don't. What's going on? Can you relate? So it's ridiculous how these players continue to think that they're going to get something, and when even everything that's projected, what we just showed on the screen before, it's just going to be one of the things that they need to look at and say, okay, they are willing to give us this. How can you not, by 2030, 31, you're going to be able to make $2.4 million. $2.4 million. And if you, hey, what's going on, man? I'm doing good. It just don't make sense. I really just feel like they going to hurt themselves in the long run, because the longer this drag out, the deal that they're going to want to get is not going to be close to what they thought of, because the deal is not going to be as sweet as it is now. It's going to be less. because they're gonna continue. They're gonna take something away if you don't agree onto what there's already in front of you.
I don't think they're going to take anything away. They're not going to add it. They're not playing games anymore. This is it. It's essentially their best and final. And I don't blame them. They're getting like a 400% salary increase. They're going from 240 something max salary to over $1 million. And they're scoffing at that when they're not even bringing in a profit. New York Liberty, I'll give it to Stewie. New York Liberty, Indiana Fever, and the Golden State Valkyries are the only 3 teams in the league that sells out their arenas. Every other team, Dallas, right? Paige Beckers. Now she's a phenomenal basketball player, not taking anything away from her, but they were going above and beyond to try to make her the face of the league and all that stuff. And she goes to Dallas and they're like, she's going to hype up. She's going to sell out her arena. They have like 4,000, 4,500 seats and not one game, except for the Caitlin Clark game, not one game outside of Indiana Fever did they sell out the Dallas Wings state arena. So these players are delusional. If you take CC away, then so Indiana Fever, right? You take them away, Golden State and New York Liberty. This league is a utter failure, failure. So these players are delusional, and I think these owners are being more than generous. And if these players don't take what they give them, then this league deserves to fail, in my opinion. I don't want it to fail, but these players are being irrational. They're being 100% entitled.
Yeah.
They don't understand business, and their heads are so big. I don't know how they can fit in doorways that they think like this league. They think that everyone thinks like the Angel Reese, like the Me Too. Like everyone thinks like, this league is successful because of me. But look at the ratings of Unrivaled. Look at the ratings across the league. And numbers don't lie. And I know these players are looking at the ratings. They see this.
Yeah, they see it.
So I don't understand. It baffles my mind how they don't. It's like cognitive dissonance. Like I don't understand.
And then this is another thing too. Athletes Unlimited just started today, and they their games is going to be shown on ESPN, ESPNU, and ESPN2, and some other station. They're gonna have better visibility than Unrivaled.
And it's 5v5.
Then you have a developmental league that's coming up in the midst of May as a supplemental league, the Upshot League, also. And then you got Project Sesame Street at the end of the year coming in. Unrivaled. See, the thing about it is, Stewie they really want the W to take on Unrivaled, and they're not doing it. They're not doing it. And then you got to think about it. By the time 2031, half of them players, Stewie be like 35, 36, somewhere around that area. You got Tina Charles, that's already 35, 36, one of the oldest players. You got Brittany Griner, my bad, in the league. You got Sydney Colson, who's sit there talking, she has a podcast, but she's about, we need to get all we could get. First of all, ain't nobody paying you $1 million to ride the bench. There's nobody paying you $1 million to ride the bench, sweetheart. I'm sorry. The unrealistic thought process of these women, it just baffles me all the time. And they don't understand it because half of these old women that's in the league now ain't going to make $1 million. They might pay one. Chelsea Gray might get $1 million because she on the Vegas. She might get $1 million. But I don't see nobody paying on Breonna Jones no $1 million. I don't see nobody paying DeWanna Bonner no damn $1 million. I just don't see it happening like that. And these women need to understand how their lifespan in the W is way shorter than the men in the NBA. And you can't maximize and squeeze out a lot of money when the fact of the matter is that you already out the door.
Well, I think this league has made a lot of mistakes, not just the players. I mean, we can talk about the players all day long, but from a business standpoint, they have two new expansion teams coming up, and then they're going to have Philly and like 3 or 4 other teams coming up within the next like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, about 2030.
Yeah, so I think the problem is this league still doesn't have proof of concept. They've been successful outside of Caitlin Clark, and of course, if you're going to have a new team, Golden State. I mean, that's just a good place to play. But if you're going to have a new team, of course, the crowd's going to come out because curiosity, kind of like a unrivaled first season, right?
Mhm.
But outside of Caitlin Clark, and I'll say and Golden State, like this league does not have proof of concept of success. There's no success in this league. So the fact that they're expanding and adding more teams, I
Mm.
think one is dumb. I think they should have held out a couple years to
Mm.
see if this is really like, is this sustainable
Yeah,
outside of Caitlin Clark? Because right now it's not sustainable
because they
outside
got
of
in trouble with
Clark.
this before, and they had
Yeah.
to
And then
kill
the other thing
teams.
is they need more players.
Yeah.
Like have the way the physicality, if they don't change the reffing this year, like the bully ball, the prison ball, whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
they need more players. I think rather than expanding teams, they need to have like a G League in the NBA. They need to have a
Yeah.
developmental league, and they need to sign more rookies, right? They need to get rid of these old heads
Mhm.
who suck now, whether they were good in their prime, it doesn't matter. They
Yeah.
suck now. They can't run. This new like the FIBA, when they were showing highlights, they were like running up and down the court. The
Mhm.
Phantom first Breeze in the Unrivaled game that I actually watched and I thought was entertaining. It was fast paced. They were actually hitting their shots, making their layups. Like it was a fast paced, high scoring game. That's what this league needs. And they're not going to do it unless they sign new players, but they're not going to sign
Mhm.
new players because they're loyal to these old heads who have been in the league for 80 years. So this league has a lot of problems that they need to solve. And I'm surprised the owners are giving them as much as they're giving them, honestly, because they
Mhm.
don't deserve it.
I like this comment by Top Gun. He said the W is cashing in on CC, even though the W doesn't want to come out and say
Yeah.
so. They are selling teams for too much money. I agree with that.
100%.
They selling too much, and they still haven't even. You got the situation right now that's over there with the Chicago Sky. The owners, the minority owners, and the owner, they are about to sue each other because of a financial allocate that's going on over there. And then you still got the situation with the Mohegan tribe that needs to be sold. Then I just read today that the Toronto Temples they sold out. They sold out. So but they're gonna be playing in two Canadian arenas over there. So I don't know how that's gonna work with the sellout and all of that. I think they're gonna be playing in Vancouver and once for something, and then so. But I just read today that they said that they sold out. So that's another expansion team. But the order to sell out, what players are you gonna be over there having? Because you got to go through the draft, supplemental draft, the expansion draft, and everything like that. And then you still gotta draft players from college. So it's going to be a whole lengthy progress to get because the Rockeries hit gold. They just happen to hit gold with their first season. You know what I'm saying? And where they built that, where they stadium at, and all of that stuff, the fans over there. Toronto probably do the same thing. I don't know about Portland. I can't say about Portland. You know what I'm saying? So, but I saw that today. And so we're gonna switch gears a little bit. We're gonna talk about what y'all thought about Caitlin Clark performance on NBC, which we started off early on, but a lot of people wasn't in here yet. But I really think that I think that 3-on-3, or the NBC horse version of Pig was pretty cool, and that she actually lost the first one, and she lobbied for the producers to do 2 out of 3, which shows the competitive side of Caitlin Clark. She is a menace. So I and the person that I think said it, they say that we was only supposed to do one game, and she lost, and she was not having it, and she wanted it, and that just goes to show you. And it was nice of NBC producers to say, "Hey, let's keep it going," because it helped them out, viewership wise as well. And then they had a whole segment, all 3 games. So that I think that was good. And Jamal Crawford, he's a good sport. I like him. I follow him. I think he was like 6th man of the year twice in the NBA. So yeah, it was pretty good. What was your thoughts on it?
No, I thought it was good. I thought she did a really, really good job. They were just having fun, like when the dude, I don't know who the dude she was going up against. I don't know who the hell that was.
Jamal Crawford.
Okay, when he went, under the leg and all that stuff, just watching CC try it, I was like, watch, if she makes this, I'm about to fall off my couch. But of course, women aren't as athletic as men, but I thought that was cute to to have him kind of like troll her in that way. And at
Yeah,
the same time, that showed kind of a level of respect. Like he was like, okay, maybe there's a small possibility she could actually get this.
I was like, man, she hit this. I was like, I'd have been too over the
I was
moon
about to
for it.
fall off the couch.
Yeah, I was like, and then he shot one from 3 with his left hand, and then she
Oh, that
almost
was a
made.
free throw. Yeah.
No, he did one from the 3.
No, it was a
Actually,
free
no,
throw, yeah.
no, he did. It was left hand with one leg, and he hit it, and then she almost hit it off the one leg.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I said, wow. And then that one, those shots behind the basket was so funny. Oh my god, it was hilarious. It was like I said, man, but
It was
it's
mad
just
respect. Like they showed mad respect for her.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like only if the NBA, the WNBA would show that same level of respect for their own player.
I know that is just crazy. It's just, and that's the thing about it is that until these old players get out the league, I think the league it'll have a sense of fresh breath or a breath of fresh air because these women don't understand what it takes, to have fun. They always want to, every time you see them, their faces ball up all the time. They're whining and they're attacking the referees. Man, let me tell you something. If I was a referee, they probably would have fired me because I would have been given texts, ejections, all through and every game. If you had me at a marquee game and you came over running to me crying and I'm like, look, you about to get a T. I'm gonna give you one warning. If you act up again, you about to be up out of here.
Yeah.
Because I think to me, referees, even though some of them is trash, they have a heart. And I think I think the women in the WNBA, some of the women in the WNBA try to intimidate the referees. And I see that a lot. How some referees won't say nothing, but then they try to some of the referees try to boss up on some of the ones that they think they could get away with. Because like Brittany Griner attacked that referee last year, and it was crazy. She wouldn't have never been in the league after that.
Yeah. I
know,
didn't even know who Peyton Pitcher was. I have not followed the NBA. Honestly, full disclosure, I have not followed the NBA ever since ever since he left the Sixers. I just haven't. But I will say I did see CC trolling on Twitter
yesterday.
when he
Yeah,
buzzer
she
beater. I did
did.
see
She
that.
did troll him.
I heard that he's a good shot maker. He's a good
Yeah,
playmaker.
he's a good player.
He gets his team involved. I think like with Steph Curry, the only thing they have in common, honestly, is just the distance of their shooting. It's just their 3-ball. As far as playmaking, I don't know if that's far off, but I don't know enough about Peyton to really chime in. But from what I've seen, I don't think that's a far off comparison.
Well,
I
I
don't
think
know.
Candace Parker gave her analogy on it, her and Leah Boston. So I'm gonna try to find that clip
Oh, they
real quick.
chimed in?
Yeah, because she gave Caitlin a three-dimensional player because they compare her shooting to Steph Curry, compare her to Trae Young a little bit in the pick and roll, and then they did say that she's kind of like Steve Nash a little bit, with everything else.
Yeah.
And then I think one
I've heard
person
that
on the
comparison.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull it up real quick so we can.
I
look
never
at it.
heard her compared to like White Chocolate White
Jason
Chocolate.
Williams.
Yeah, I love Jason Williams, dude. Like no one talks about him, but yo, his
Jason
passing,
Williams is
like she's not as
cold-blooded.
flashy, but yo,
Yeah,
like she can make stuff happen. And then
I
AI with his
wow.
ball handling and his crossover step back, like
Yeah,
that reminds me
Jay,
of her too. Like she has like a little bit of various different players.
yeah, Jay Williams, boy, and man,
Yo,
him
he
and
was
him and Mike
insane.
Bibby was my guy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
was
they didn't say why. Like, I just want to know
yeah.
why, because like I said, I don't know enough about this dude to say anything. But Candace and like she didn't say what, like why though.
Yeah, I was trying to find the other clip that she said because she said that I watched Peyton Pritchard. He gave his response to it yesterday.
Oh, Peyton did.
Um, yeah, he said that
What do you say?
he's so it's funny because I'm gonna find a clip real quick. It's funny because how the reporter tried to set him up and talked about it. I'm gonna find it real quick because it was so hilarious. I was like, why are they gonna do my man like that? I think he's good because he done has some. He really he has had some big games for the Celtics and everything like that. So he's a pretty good dude and everything. But I know he was like, you know, and then when Caitlin trolled him a little bit, and he was like, you know, and I know he was probably like, wow, you know, why are you asking me this question? And probably asking the reporter, like, why are you really asking me
Yeah.
this question? So, but yeah, I mean, he's pretty good. I mean, he's a young player and everything like that, but I just don't think that he was like, I don't think he felt some type of way about it. But it's crazy there because Peyton Pritchard, I think he kind of like he kind of like probably thought that, you know, he probably thought that Caitlyn was something else. But he did say that she's a good player, a heck of a player.
Who, Peyton?
Oh, yeah, I got it. Here we go. Yeah, I got it. So what he said, it's funny though, because I think he was like, the way he was looking at the guy, he was like, why are you asking me this question? You know, what and everything like that. So hold on.
I thought that maybe she wasn't thrilled with that. She was expecting something else. Did you see that?
I don't know. I don't really look into that kind of stuff. I don't really got a comment. Yeah, she's a tremendous player, though.
Have you watched her a lot? Have you?
Yeah, obviously she's a
attention
polarizing figure, so hell of a basketball player. So I like how she plays.
Is that comparison from Reggie for you? Is that something you take pride in, like that?
I mean, I don't know. I just like I don't like people compare people to everything, but I think she's a hell of a basketball player.
He seems super annoyed.
You continue to be top of the league in your efficiency when you're getting downhill. How has that part of your game grown this season?
It's just something I've always, through the years, kept developing and then learn in different areas how to get my shot off or create 2-on-1 advantages for my teammates. So it's definitely something I've gotten a lot better at, but want to keep improving and keep getting better and better at it.
How does this group channel everyone else's opinions on what they thought the ceiling was this season and where they thought?
Yeah, that's pretty much all he had to say and everything. But you could tell he was like, huh? What?
He's got an attitude problem. I don't like his vibe's just like, I don't know. He just seems just rude and just like, I don't want to say cocky, but borderline cocky. Like, I don't know. He just put me off.
And then like I looked at this on other podcasts like today. They was talking about how Caitlin's expression about it and everything, and talk about, well, I don't know. They was like, I don't know why they was talking, getting on my man Peyton Pritchard and everything, and he like saying that, oh well, he'll cook Caitlin, or he'll be. It was like he'll be the Joanna man of the WNBA cooking everybody. I was like, come on, bro. I mean, the dude is nice. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but I think, to me, you being compared to Caitlin Clark, or your game to be compared to Caitlin Clark, you'd be like, okay, yeah, she's a good player, but you could tell I think the reporter was trying to fish more out of him, and he couldn't get it out there. And it was like
he wanted nothing to do with that conversation.
Exactly, he was like trying to avoid it at all costs, because if he said something wild, they would have lit him up on X so fast. So yeah. Shout out to Peggy in there. Shout out to Arnold in there. What's going on, everyone? What's going on? So this is an intermission for me real quick because I want to let everybody know in the chat. All right, today, so if I put out content for tomorrow, it will be pre-recorded content from today for the release tomorrow, because tomorrow I will be having shoulder surgery. So therefore, that means I probably won't be making content probably on Friday, Saturday, because I probably will be trying to learn to use the left hand, my left arm and everything. So I just want y'all to know. So if y'all don't see any content from me beyond tomorrow that's been pre-recorded, I'm recovering from shoulder surgery, and I will get back to y'all as quick as I can. If I do shorts, it's probably, something quick and good that I can put out real fast, set a long form video. So therefore, just continue to stay locked into the channel, support the channel and everything like that. And also, y'all already know how to get in touch with me, so that's fine. But I will be MIA after today because I will be recovering. I don't know. I might record myself and just post it as a short. I don't know. I'm gonna be looking wild, so I don't know. Y'all ain't about to be talking about me. I ain't about to do that.
Yo, right when you get home from surgery, Marty and I are we're gonna go live.
Girl,
We're gonna watch him drool all over
Let me
himself.
now I could probably do a live if I set it up, and because I
Oh,
won't have.
dude, you're gonna be high as a kite. Let's do it.
No, not tomorrow. I'm
Oh
saying
yeah, let's
later
do it. We're gonna
on.
go live
I could
tomorrow
probably
night.
do.
Yeah,
I could probably do a live,
not
and
tomorrow
then
night.
because I don't have to use
7
my
o'clock.
hand too much. Yeah,
7
whatever.
o'clock.
I would be knocked out. Have someone ask you. Have someone ask you questions on the anesthesia? No, and please don't ask me because I'm not gonna be talking. But yeah, so it's gonna be this is my first surgery. I never had surgery before, never ever had surgery. So this is my first surgery. So
Morphine's great.
oh yeah, be high as a kite. I'll be like this till people gonna be like, what's going on with Marty? Why he's asleep? So yeah, but Nicole, we need you to make some videos for us. Peggy say you're gonna have to step in while I'm gone. What's up, Cat 5 in the house? I just got on
I'm gonna
what
have to,
surgery
Nicole. We
are you
need to see
having?
you make some videos for us. I'll hijack his channel. I have access to the back end. I'll just go live on his channel.
Yeah, she could go live.
Oh, I'll make a fool.
So yeah. Cat 5, I'm having right shoulder surgery. So yeah, I'm having right shoulder surgery. How rude the reporter said that Clark wasn't happy about being compared to him. That was pretty ignorant of the reporter because obviously he did not see how she posted his buzzer beater yesterday on X. Yeah. So yeah, but I think the reporter was trying to send a loaded question, try to set him up. Try to get him trolled and have the CC fans come after him. But I'm glad he didn't bite. He just kept it modest. You could tell he was annoyed with the reporter and everything. So yeah, but that's part of my announcement for y'all. That I will be having right shoulder surgery, and I will, any videos that I do will be posted for tomorrow. But that will be it, and I will get back to y'all when I can. So might be a couple of days. So y'all just have to bear with me and everything. So. But again, Nicole, you got any questions before we start dipping out? I know.
No, Peggy, I won't be covering the Hawkeyes game. No, I think we covered. I don't know. Does anyone in the chat have any questions or anything?
Yeah. Do y'all have any questions? Oh, thank you, Cat 5. I appreciate it. And Peggy said we need someone with common sense out here in this wild west of YouTube. Man, look. I'm just telling you, but I'm telling you one thing. When I come back, I'm coming with a vengeance.
Yo, there are people making videos out of every single
I
thing. Like
know.
people made a standalone
Thank you,
video
Jules. I
of
appreciate you.
her facial reactions to Reggie Miller. People made a standalone video. Like there's
Terrible.
people are
Retro.
like stretching and just like grasping at straws for content at this point.
Man, the thing about it is I have pick and choose what I want to report on, and it has helped me a lot because I started just, I went over there and just started doing Trinity Rodman videos.
Okay.
I was doing stuff in soccer, posting up. I was going to doing high school stuff from high school players, still covering McKenna Willisco and everything like that. Thanks, Bronx. So it's one of those things, you know what I'm saying? Because I think, I think everybody is kind of like drowned out with the CBA talk and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And WWE, I'm about to say WWE,
Yeah.
the WNBA and stuff like that, unless it's Caitlin Clark.
WNBA.
I mean, actually, I have a pretty good video to do on Angel Reese. She was over in Australia promoting one of her new shoes.
She's doing something. She's still around.
Yeah, honestly, she.
I haven't heard anything about her.
Honestly, I'm gonna give her, some big props. She has been really on her ball this summer. She's been on production for the Hunting Wives season 2. She's already casting that new Steph Curry movie.
So she's done with basketball.
No, she's doing all season things. You know what I'm saying? And she was over there Australia yesterday promoting a new line of her Angel Reese's Reebok shoes over there, and she was over there. But to be honest, she's doing really good. I mean, I ain't knocking her for that.
She's more of an influencer than a basketball player.
Yeah.
There. Like as far as like marketing and a business standpoint, yeah, she's on point. I can't hate on that. Like the whole Me Bounds, like her trademarking that and making merch with Me Bounds and no one else can make Me Bounds, dude, that was smart. But as far as basketball goes, yo, she needs to stop on those movie sets and start shooting the basketball.
Oh, Peggy, I'm gonna be in a brace for 2 weeks. So yeah, my shoulder gonna be up to my neck for 2 weeks. So yeah, they already said they're gonna make sure I stay in the brace. So
I haven't watched any Pope videos. I've been put off by him, but Peggy says Pope has gone crazy. He's cussing people out, degrading women. Oh man, he started doing that a lot recently. He quit smoking weed and he's super grouchy. Dang. Yeah,
I mean,
he's gone off the deep end.
I just stay in my lane. I'm not bashing no other content creator. I just everybody, the each is on for everybody. I do what I do. As long as I can stay in my lane and I do what I do. I ain't got no beef with none of them out there. Everybody does their thing different. I'm taking a different approach for mine. It's something that I'm been working on a lot of reinvention to kind of cover more Broadway, especially when the WNBA season is over. There ain't really too much to talk about the W. And so there's a lot of things that's going to be coming out. I didn't really I don't even do too much on Rival. I might take highlights over on Rival and just post it as shorts. That's about it. Or if something happened, then I might do a video on it. I try to continue to cover stuff from the college women's basketball because there's a lot of things going on up there and everything like that. That's exciting. A lot of exciting players, young freshmen, young sophomores, juniors. All the teams over there exciting. And like I said, I covered Trinity Rodman. I think what she's doing is amazing for the women's for the soccer game, being the first to sign a $2 million deal over there.
I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? That's stuff like that is amazing to me. I love it. So I just, and whenever things, and then you got Athletes Unlimited just kicked off, the Upshot League gonna come. I'm gonna have content on so many different varieties that y'all could be able to tap into and broaden your horizon and look at other stuff while just focusing so much on the W. Waiting for the double or waiting for Unrivaled and stuff like that. There are going to be so many things in women's sports to cover that is, it's going to be good. I still do other stuff on my football channel, not as much, but this channel here is, is the nail, is everything. So, like I said, I might not be here for a couple of days or whatever, but I'm gonna try to pre-record videos to push out for everybody, and then be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that hype button and everything like that. So it's gonna be good. But when I come back, we're gonna be full steam ahead. So, and just let y'all know, even though me and Nicole not doing live games no more, I do have a Patreon channel. So if y'all sign up to there, I could do live games through Patreon, but I won't do it on YouTube. So that's just the thing that I figure out how to do it. So I would do it. What's going on, Reese from Philly, the Red Dragon? So I do have a Patreon, and I do have a way to show live games on there. So I just hope that y'all stay tuned. And if I do another live, I'll post my Patreon link. Y'all can sign up for it. And then when I go live for games, then y'all can be locked in and everything like that. You don't have to be over here on YouTube looking for live games. And if me and Nicole do games, we'll do like how we did the Fever games last year, just do play-by-play without showing the game, and just have everybody in to the live chat and just have some fun with it like we did last year. It was real big last year. So I have some ways to show games. I might do a few games and I might not do a few games. So therefore, y'all just have to stay tuned.
Those are the two options.
Yeah, there's only two options. I'm giving y'all.
Marty's covering it all. He's high right now. He's getting ahead of his surgery.
Yeah. Live games will be on Patreon. So, but play-by-play games will be on YouTube. So therefore, you only have two options. So yeah. But they have I know I'm gonna be in and out of it, so I might not even be able to watch the Iowa game tomorrow night. They play Minnesota, so I'll probably I'd be like Jackie Chan and Drunken Master. So that's how I'm gonna be in everything. So yeah, but if y'all have any more questions, go ahead and shoot for the next 2 to 3 minutes, and if not, then we're gonna get ready to sign off. So I appreciate everybody coming in, on time, in the middle, to the end, no matter, just, come in, hang out, talk, whatever you got. Oh, Lawar, what about Belichick and Kraft not making? Man, I am so that Hall of Fame has been a travesty. The way they vote.
Popularity contest.
Yes, it is, because there are some older players. Yeah, Jules, Athletes Unlimited started today. I don't know. They might be on ESPN. So, but they put so many of the new people in, and they forget about the older people, and the older people is like having a hard time. Peggy said, I feel bad for Hannah Hidalgo. Boy, did she get left holding the bag and a lot of responsibility. Yes, she has, but she's staying true to her coach, though. For real. She's staying true to her coach. So, but
she's a junior or sophomore?
I think she's a junior. I think
junior,
she I think she got another year. Yeah, I think her, because she's I think she'll be coming out soon. But I think that NFL Hall of Fame is just a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the Pro Bowl is a joke.
Yeah. You all know I'm not a Patriots fan. Like, I can't stand the Patriots.
I love them.
But the fact that, whatever. But the fact that Belichick, probably the first or second best coach in NFL history record-wise and stat-wise, didn't make the first ballot, that's some BS. You could not like him. He probably should have retired before he retired to go out on top and not do all that drama crap. But that's probably what his downfall was all that drama. But that's some BS. And this is coming from an Eagles fan. I can't stand the Patriots, but Belichick should have been in on. He should have been in. Oh,
Bronx, did you hear T.O.? T.O. came out talking about Tom Brady shouldn't be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Popularity.
What's our angry fan sports? What's going on, brother? Yeah, but you know what? I said this. I did a video on my football channel, and I said it. I said this was coming. all that winning they did in Deflategate and Spygate, I knew they was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew as soon as Tom Brady walked away from the game or Belichick walked away from the game, Robert Kraft, because the thing about it with Robert Kraft, how you can't put him in the next time if they go out and win the Super Bowl this time.
Mm.
That's gonna be a really bad look on the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So, and I know they're gonna try to screw Tom Brady. I already knew that. Well, but like I said, Tremaine said, new to the channel, joined the live late, but I look forward to playing this back. Hey, well do, man. Play it back. There's a lot of information in the beginning and everything. And like I said, even though you're new to the channel, I gonna have some pre-recorded content for tomorrow because I will be out for a few days. I will be having shoulder surgery. So yeah, angry fans, man, keep it real, brother. I haven't got out with you in KTTV in a while. So, but I'll be MIA for a little bit. So, but and again, you know, thank y'all again for supporting the channel. Keep it real, keep it honest, keep it fun. You know what I'm saying? The main thing about everything that we do, all content creators, keep it fun. Keep it fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes the news out there in the W is kind of like wild and crazy, and it makes us crazy, but we got to keep it fun. You know what I'm saying? Make it enjoyable. That's the main thing about it. And that's why I like doing it. You know, I don't take it personal. I don't sleep with it. I just wake up and create again.
What do you sleep with? Teddy bear, blankie? What do you sleep with?
I'm like Linus. I need a blanket.
Oh.
But anyway, guys, thank y'all for joining us again. Shout out to Nicole for joining me. Shout out everybody. Peggy, Angry Fans, Retro, Arnold, Shallow, Bronx, Tremaine, the new guy, Phil, everybody. Much love, much respect. If I miss you, I got you. Retro said, I sleep with a possum. Hey.
Oh, man.
They furry and cuddly, but they bite. So yeah. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until the next episode. If it ain't live, it's the wire.
See ya. Have a good night, everyone.